Hi everyone. In this video, I switched Claude Code to the most powerful model available, Fable 5. Give it a task, and then I waited, and then I had to kill it twice. And I wanted to say that this is not a failure story that I wanted to share. This is a lesson about picking the right model, the right tool for the right task. And today I'm showing you exactly what I learned from the process so you don't have to waste the time I did. By the end of this video, you will know when to reach for a heavy reasoning model like Fable 5, especially if you are not a coder in your day-to-day job, but you do need to get some vibe coding or get a page done. In my case, it's the landing page for Cloud Grind SaaS. And when it actually slows you down. Secondly, you will learn how to use the interrupt button to check progress mid-task instead of waiting forever, and see how the summary can help you to keep doing on the next steps. And then thirdly, it's a bonus point that you will see why your CLAUDE.md file matters way more than you think. Let's get into it. And it gets started. It was very through, as you can see it on the screen, like very through, right? It's reading the files, it's understanding the pages, it's checking the docs. And Fable 5 is really the reasoning powerhouse that we have. And that reasoning takes time. It was very slow to trying to plan out all the logics before it really started writing. So I had to check on the status for a little bit and see what has been done. And I paused it, right, using the interrupt button that Claude Code has so that you don't have to sit there while a runway task finish. And then I see that something that has been done already, some it was still remaining that haven't been done, then a discrepancy was being flagged out. Turned out that my Cloud Grind site claimed a 60-day return policy, but that policy isn't mentioned anywhere in my CLAUDE.md file, meaning that Claude is treating the CLAUDE.md file as the source of truth, but it's been building features while quietly making the assumptions. Honestly, this is where a high reasoning model really shines. That's a catch some of the faster models might blow right past. And also a reminder here that if your CLAUDE.md is only as good as what you put in it, if Claude doesn't know something about your project, it will fill in the gap on its own. So I made a note to check on my CLAUDE.md file after this, but I do wanted to remove that 60-day return policy right now and then finish CSS. Well, again, it was moving, but it's moving very slowly. Every small change felt like a full architectural review before it would touch a single line of code. That was a aha moment that I had during this session, that I am using something way more powerful, right? Maybe a sledge type of hammer to hang a picture frame on the wall. Is it really powerful? Yes, but is it really necessary? Maybe not. So let's check on what I did after this. So what did I do after this? I am in Fable 5, but I've decided that I wanted to switch back. I looked into the list of the model again and decided to go with the default one. By the time this video is made, the default model is Sonnet 4.6. And not only did I change the model, I also wanted to rerun the same summary prompt to check on the status, right? Since I've started a new session, I wanted to summarize what has been done and see what Sonnet can give me a summary that is similar to Fable, or it could even look different. So that's where the testing comes in. And since Fable already helped me to find the discrepancy, I wanted to see what Sonnet can do. So let's see it in a minute. Within about 10 seconds, I am seeing the result that I got Sonnet to do a full summary on what has been built, the current working tree, which looked even more detailed, to be honest, and what has been added, right, in terms of work what is still missing, and there is a gap analysis as well. The output looked cleaner. It looked very focused on all the comparison chart and footers and things that have been done. And I would say that this is just way better for my workflow because I am just trying to build a landing page right there. I'm not doing any of the very specific app feature. I'm not building a database behind the scene. So from that right there, I had my takeaway of the lesson that bigger models aren't always better for everything. They are certainly better for very complex reasoning in terms of architecture decisions, a rigorous audit for your logic, your ambiguous problems that you're working through from the scratch. For example, my 60-day return policy catch, totally worth it because I don't want it to run into any of the legal trouble afterwards. But for some of these work that are interactive work on the existing code base, maybe shipping something, committing something, making the targeted change, a faster model like Sonnet will often outperform a very complex model like Fable. It's more responsive, it doesn't overthink, and it finishes the job without killing your workflow. You won't hire a senior architect to maybe repaint your room, right? Doing any of these minor work. You need sometimes just a handyman. So that's where the Sonnet comes in, and you get to match the model to the task. And this is the whole lesson I wanted to say for today. So you are not just using Fable because it's so popular. You are doing that for the actual work that is being needed.